Welcome to
Ah,
our welcome to what's no doubt going to be our most popular show of the year in terms of traffic, the week one of the playoffs in most leagues, Sitshow with Krisko. Glad to have you back, Jeff. How did you like the Niners game last week?
I actually was sick. I woke up and did not go. I could not talk though, so I was like, I'm functionally not going to be able to stream anyway, so I'm not going to tell anybody.
I'm sorry you
But
didn't go. Yeah,
watching the game from home was okay.
cool. Keep
Yeah, we
vamping.
have we we have a pretty cool person at the office who came in very sick for 2 weeks, who got everybody else sick. Also, this very cool person is the shop manager. So really loving dealing with the runoff from him not just being not there because he was very sick and he still is. He's got it the worst of all of us. So, but I'm freaking out. The reason that I started the stream going is it's a bad week. I really wish the NFL did this in like week 6 because right before we got on the stream, we got a post here. Big time players out today from My Sports Update. Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Nico Collins, Christian Watson, AJ Dillon, and JuJu Smith-Schuster. Also, Jalen Hurts was downgraded to questionable. So in Walker's Big Dynasty Drix League, I scrambled. I picked up Marcus Mariota yesterday because I'm playing Walker in the playoffs, and my quarterbacks are. Oh, actually, I guess my quarterbacks are Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. I also have Tua in a bad matchup, and I also have Joe Flacco in a bad matchup. This sucks. Everything sucks. I hate fantasy football. This will be our last live stream ever. This will be the last time I look at fantasy football, ever.
Last week was the last time I looked at fantasy football because I have one team in the playoffs and it's Dynasty, and I don't
Yeah.
care. Uh, So let this be proof that I was surprised at this. In our Discord, I heard a murmur where someone's like, they should just have the playoffs go through week 18, the fantasy football playoffs.
No.
And I
Abs-
was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. And good Lord, my mom has Tyreek Hill and Chris Olave. And let this be a lesson as to why we don't do that. Because any player being out rocks a lineup, much less being out just because they rested him. Oh my
yeah.
God.
It's bad. It's bad out there, folks.
Oh my God.
Um, yeah, and then you add in, there's a lot of matchups that are already over. If you went up against Sam Laporta, start looking into Jung-Hoo Lee, I guess, baseball player coming over from Korea, because your fantasy football season is over if you played against Sam Laporta this week. It's great that there are slate breakers in the fantasy playoffs. Um, like for example, if somebody picked up and played Ty Chandler against you yesterday, 132 rushing yards and a touchdown, good luck. Also had 3 for 25.
Wow. Yeah. Oops. We lost Jeff. Okay.
It's bad news bears out there. Uh,
Yes.
I just sounded the Waleed alarm because I said something about the Bears.
We
You
lost
come in.
your camera, Jeff.
We lost my camera.
Yeah.
Oh
Your
boy.
audio's still there.
Audio.
You actually were out of the Discord room for a second too.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. Let me see if I can. I don't know how to get back to it. Hold on. Let's try this. F it. We'll do it live. All right. Joining voice. Let's try this again. My camera. Yeah, my camera just like decided it was gonna turn off.
There it is. Nice job.
I'm back. Yeah, because I couldn't find it, so obviously I didn't accidentally hit the button, and I went back. My camera was off in Discord,
I
so
think that was a
maybe better
Discord
for some
glitch.
folks.
I think
For
that was a
some
Discord
folks.
glitch because you like literally left the room too. It was weird.
Well, I'm back, baby. I raged out. I raged quit on fantasy football. So
Hooray. It's going to be a hard week for questions. People are going to be like, do I start Rashad Bateman or Odell Beckham Jr. or what?
I told this story. It was a hard week from the beginning. I told this story on the podcast this week, but my buddy in my home league, so he's in the consolation bracket. It's our first year of the dynasty league, and whoever wins the consolation bracket gets an extra pick. They get pick 213, so between the second and third round. So my buddy who was tanking this year was like, "Okay, I finally care. Who do I start?" and it was like a bunch of bums, and one of them was Josh Palmer, and I was like, Josh Palmer, I guess, because no Keenan Allen, he has the highest floor. And then partway through the third quarter, he texts me, at least Josh Palmer is doing well with the sad face and the gun to his head emoji. And then 2 minutes later, he texts me, at least Josh Palmer is doing well with the big smile and the thumbs up emoji, because that's how it went.
I I forgot that game happened.
Yeah, that was this week. The Raiders absolutely master blasted the Chargers.
Yeah,
It
and
was
that was during Tony's bachelor party, which was a riot.
Yeah, which I missed because I was working. Turns out when you run off the best worker in your shop, everybody else has to pick up the slack. And Jeff works like 11 hours every day.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll survive. Wait, what? Oh, Niners Arizona is on CBS. Okay. Fox Late has one game this week.
What game is it?
Dallas Buffalo. I
That's
always look
decent.
at Yeah, I always look at 506 Sports in the morning. So what's kind of weird is I have no I have Fox early. I get Kansas City, New England this morning. That's what I get to choose from. Thank God for Red Zone.
Yes.
So,
Um, where are the people?
yeah, yeah, here it's a lot of fun to with your season on the line. You're picking up Marcus Mariota, like I had to yesterday. I'm gonna lose to Walker twice, 2 years in a row in the Big Dynasty Drix League in the playoffs. This sucks. It's named after Walker. Walker's rigging the league. Oh, God, I'm kind of wondering if I just take the hit and go with Tua. Tua's playing the Jets.
Now, my choice is Tua versus the Jets or Will Levis versus Houston.
Uh, I would go Will Levis, honestly. No, I would still go Tua. F it.
Yeah.
No Tyreek Hill. I would go Levis.
Oh yeah. Damn it, son of a bitch. Okay.
Oh man,
Oh my
I
God.
hate this. I hate this so much.
So
No Tua. I hate fantasy football. This is the worst. Welcome to our fantasy football stream.
meanwhile, my family's like scrambling because in their first league, they're like, What is this?" I'm like, "It is hell. That's
Yeah,
what's going on right now."
everything sucks and I'm dying. And I got Minka Fitzpatrick going out yesterday. Ugh. Ugh. Fantasy football is the worst. Nobody should ever play it. I hate everything about it. All right.
It's
Let me do the injury rundown for folks. Oh, literally nobody is watching. It's just me.
yeah.
Let me do the injury rundown for if we get zero, if we're still sitting at 0 viewers at 9, I say we call
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's the old Broadway rule. If there's more people in the cast than in the audience, you're done. Like you don't
Yeah.
go on. Hold up.
It's also the reverse professor rule. If nobody shows up in the first half hour of your stream, you get to turn it off.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
I guess we should have gone yesterday morning, like I originally suggested, and then completely forgot about.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about that yesterday and then I just didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, I had a kid's birthday party to plan too, so I probably would not been very good.
And I had to put up my Christmas decorations because I was gonna do it last weekend, but I was sick as a dog. Uh
That's my today. That's the rest of my day.
yeah.
Decorating. We have
I
nothing up.
I've decided that sometime this summer I'm going to uh just install like permanent hooks outside so I can just run the Christmas lights along it and it'll take me 10 minutes to run all the lights.
Oh yeah, my neighbor did that. She's smart.
Yeah, because I have my awning has a nice strong uh cross beam on it that I can just mount the brackets to the back of it and then call it a day.
Might do that today because I'm always too lazy to do the outside of our street. We live down a steep hill, so nobody can even see shit. So don't even bother.
Yeah, I live in a classic suburban street, like a bunch of 2 stories, like 1,700 square foot homes, um, yard fenced in, like it's just like classic suburbia, except for the front yard's not closed in, which I find very weird and off-putting.
What? The front yard's not closed in? What?
Like the front yard's not fenced in. I always find that weird and off-putting.
Oh, I don't have a front yard. I have trees. Oh yeah, I guess I have a little front yard. It's like a putting green sized front yard.
Let's see.
Fun. Good
Let's see.
talk.
Let's see if Google Maps finally updated. I've owned this house since 2017, and it's still the Google Street View is still like 2 owners ago when it was still a grow house, a weed grow house. Yep, still 2 owners ago.
What's different?
The house is a different color. We don't have bars on the windows. Let's see.
Was that something you had to do? Did you have to take off the bars and the windows?
No, thank God the folks that live there. Oh, my neighbors have their house blocked out on Google Street View. Good for them. Um, no, my we live folks live there between us and it being a grow house. The little sign that says "You're being filmed" is not on there anymore. There's a tree that's not in the front yard anymore. Uh, let's see what else is there. Oh, we have rocks off to the side of our driveway because the folks that lived there before us, I think.
Huh. We seem to have lost Jeff. Jeff, if you can hear me, do that thing again. We turn it on and off. Because you're frozen. Elsa. Am I frozen? No. I'm still talking. Jeff's not talking. I'm talking. Jeff's not talking. I'm talking. What a weird day. Fantasy football. It sucks, am I right? I'm going to text Jeff. Jeff, you are frozen. Thanks to the one person who's shown up to watch this happen. Because it is weird. What did happen to Jeff? Huh. Well, if you are here, get those questions in about what garbage wide receiver you have to start now because Tyreek Hill and Chris Olave are scratched. So fun. Excuse me. Well, that was not appropriate for camera. Goodness gracious. Get your Tuas out of your lineups because he has no Tyreek and he's going against the Jets. This is scary stuff. Oh my God. Okay, Jeff's doing the thing
Back.
here. Jeff is doing the thing. His audio is back.
I'm
His
back. My
you're
whole shit crashed on me.
uh
So let me find that room again and get on the video feed if I could get in there. Football Absurdity staging room. No, that's not it. Uh, oh, voice channel. Yes? No? I don't know how to get in here. I have to go into the link. I'm an old man. I'm a
okay.
Luddite.
There you
I'm a
are. You're
Luddite.
coming. You're coming. And in
He's
the meantime,
back.
we have our first horrible, no good, disgusting wide receiver starter sit question. Uh
Okie dokie.
oh, and they redacted it.
Oh,
It was Trey Palmer or Michael Gallup.
oh my God.
Oh, now we're getting
God.
questions.
Ugh,
PPR.
Trey Palmer or Michael Gallup.
What's
I'm trying to think of who's Tampa Bay even playing. Um, are they
I
playing the Packers or Michael Gallup versus the Bills?
the
That's
questions.
nasty.
It's gonna be nasty question day, man.
Yeah, this is a nasty question. It's because everybody got hurt the day after everybody played.
Yep.
I would probably say I'm gonna go with.
Oh my gosh, who's he gonna? No, we understand. We understand you have no choice. Uh, it's it's a bloodbath out there. And while we wait for Jeff, I like. Does every can everyone just appreciate that Jeff cut out right when he was about to say who he's going to go with. That's good television. That's good stream, y'all. Let me weigh in here, and then I'll get to Savage Elbows question. Jeff is no doubt doing a restart right now and probably swearing a lot. I so Michael Gallup and Trey Palmer are close enough where I do something that I try to start like the one that will have the funniest outcome, like if it's a revenge game or
I'm gonna
if it's
fist
a
fight Discord. I don't know why my Discord keeps going down. I'm gonna fist fight it.
this is a cursed day. This is a cursed day.
First day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you cut out right when you said I would go with.
Oh, I would go with Michael Gallup. And then I said, God bless and good night, good luck, because it's not gonna work. I'm closing everything but Discord. So I'm going live.
I'm at the point where I'm trying to figure out if there's some sort of funny thing that happens if Gallup or Palmer go off, some sort of revenge game or
Well, it would be really funny because Trey Palmer had one target last night. Or last week.
wow. Yeah, I also agree with Gallup. I think that's going to be a shootout. I don't think
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Green Bay is going to be a shootout, or at least not the one I want. Thank you for waiting, Savage. Oh, and best of luck, Anthony one. Best of luck. At least you're in the playoffs. Uh, all right, Savage Elbow. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, you have Olave, Pacheco, and Collins. Yeah, we're
Oh, you're
all
fine. You're
we're
fine. Do
all
you know why? Do you know why? You don't have to worry about fantasy football tomorrow. If you got those three guys, you don't have to worry about squat starting tomorrow. This is Jeff is sick and tired of fantasy football, the stream.
this was a hard morning. Uh, okay, PPR. Sit one. Sit one. Wandale, Kraft, Michael Wilson, and Dowdle.
Oh my God.
Oh my
So Michael Wilson and Dowdle. If you have to make that decision now, Michael Wilson is a true up in the air. So I would lean towards sitting Michael Wilson. Just because I believe you've got the Giants. So Cowboys Bills is in the afternoon, and I would probably go Dowdle over Wilson there, and then Kraft is playing in the morning, and then Wandale I believe is also playing in the morning. I had to close all of my websites because Discord keeps crashing on me. So in that case, I would bench Wilson because he's a true questionable up in the air. If it's between Dowdle and Wilson, if like Wilson's active, actually I think I would probably go Wilson. 49ers are really banged up and they're letting everybody rest before the Ravens game next week. So Wilson might have a decent game, but he also might not play. So I would lean towards Wilson. And then if he's active, I would swap him for Dowdle.
That was a very thorough answer.
I try.
Yeah. Uh, where's that Ravens game?
It's in San Francisco or it's in Santa Clara. I'm not going though. I already got told I wasn't going, and then we sold our tickets to a friend of a friend, or to one of my wife's friends.
Okay, that's gonna be a
But
Monday night banger. How come you're not
trust
going?
me,
Because it's Christmas night?
yeah, it's Christmas night. That's why we're not going.
That makes sense.
Trust me, I wish I was. Especially because I missed the game last week. This will be the first time that I've missed multiple games in a 49er season since 2011.
Wow.
Yeah. I can count on one hand the games I've missed in Levi's Stadium. So I missed, except for COVID, obviously. I missed the Colts downpour game in 2021. I missed the Seahawks New Year's Day game. I missed obviously last week's game. I'm missing Christmas, and then I missed one more. Oh no, it was just those four. So it's easy when they win. It was hard to get up when it was the 2-14 season.
When was that?
The year before they drafted Nick Bosa, so I want to say 2017.
Whoa.
49ers 2-14 season was 2016.
Whoa. That's impressive.
Yeah, and one of their wins was a road win, so I saw one win that year in person. Boy, who's dressed like a doofus?
What?
Somebody on the Browns is dressed like Rihanna's backup dancers on the Super Bowl.
Giant pink puffy coat?
Giant white puffy coat.
Oh my gosh. Maybe he's pregnant and he's hiding it because of the union.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who's the Super Bowl halftime show this year?
Ursher.
Oh yeah, that's right, Ursher. Oh boy. So we're gonna get Lil Jon. We're gonna get what other people have been with Usher?
Ludicrous.
Uh, oh, maybe Alicia Keys. Oh yeah, Ludacris was on that song as well.
And Ludacris is like trying to get himself in the media. He has that commercial and he did the Atlanta game. He came down from the roof or whatever.
Yeah, he's trying to be a rapper again.
Yeah.
I think because is Fast and the Furious over? I didn't watch Fast X yet. Fast Furious 11? Untitled Fast X sequel. Oh boy.
2025, they're going to make the last one, they say.
Sure. Fast X Part 2?
So it's like Final Fantasy X2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Final Fantasy X2, baby. Which is different from Final Fantasy 11.
Yes. Very different. Is this Fast and Furious going to be an MMORPG?
Uh, Actually, it's gonna be turn-based.
Oh, that's going to make it easier to jump on cars.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's a big I struggle with that in real life.
I'm struggling with jumping on cars.
Yeah.
I could jump on a car tomorrow if I wanted to. It won't be moving, but I can go jump. We have some totals on the lot that I can go jump on.
What's the worst total you have?
On the lot right now?
Yeah, or that you've seen
The
ever.
worst total that I mean, I've seen a bunch of like complete rollovers. So, I mean, the car is only about 3 feet tall at that point. The worst one that's on the lot right now is just somebody hit it. They hit it the side of a mountain. Deployed 4 airbag or side of a hill because I work in the foothills. Deployed 4 airbags, destroyed down the side of the car, destroyed their steering gear, fender, apron. Oh no, actually I have a worse one on the lot right now. Got T-boned where the door hits the fender, and it obliterated 2 major structural pieces. It's a $40,000 estimate right now. The highest estimate that I've ever written on a total was I think $125,000. It was a converted Sprinter van.
How much was it?
The total sheet that I wrote was $125,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, because it was a converted Sprinter van. So the Sprinter vans are like 60 grand to begin with, I think, and then converted. They're worth another like 100 grand. So
Holy crap.
yep.
Holy crap. I made the playoffs in 2 of my 11 leagues.
What?
No, yeah, and luckily
Heavens.
I didn't F myself. I somehow escaped without effing myself. Both dynasty leagues. So 0 for 9 redraft, 2 and 0 dynasty. I don't
I
know
was
what
I was like
dogs are
I was
marrying cats here, people.
when you were saying you're in the one you were in the playoffs in the dynasty league, I thought you meant Goon Dynasties. Was that the one you remembered or forgot?
Forgot.
Oh. The league that you won paying zero attention to 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that definitely did piss me off.
oh,
I was
nope.
like,
Nope. Wait.
are
Nope.
you in the console?
I, I, I made a mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, I somehow counted that Goon League twice.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. Okay, never mind, y'all. And I didn't
Oh.
start Madison because I suck. Okay,
The executive producer's here, Evan.
nice.
That's what we call my cat on the podcast
How
because
did I?
she's always
How's your cat feel about leche?
about Leche.
Yeah.
She's not allowed it. She's not allowed milk.
Lecce is Tony's cat that sticks its butt on camera half the time.
Oh. I was thinking milk. She doesn't see leche.
They should
Uh,
go out or
they should
something.
go out. They should be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Oh, there are.
Yeah. Let's answer
Okay,
some
what's up,
questions.
AK? What's up, D-Mark?
What's up,
Uh,
folks?
Njoku or Taysom? Now that Olave's out, does that change it? PPR.
Olave or Taysom?
No.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Njoku or Taysom, but
Oh, and Njoku or Taysom.
yeah.
Yeah. So for folks just joining us, everything crashes when I open my browser for some reason. So I'm doing all my research on my phone. So I'm just looking up who these folks are playing. So you've got Taysom going up against the Giants, and then Njoku going up against the Bears. I think it's hard to honestly. I think it's hard to bench David Njoku after what he
Yeah.
did last
And the
week.
Bears are decent at allowing points to tight ends.
Yeah, like they've been a lot better on defense since they got Montez Sweat from the Commanders, but I would still do that. Those are both good starts though this week.
Yeah. And D-Mark wants to know Henry over Achan? Question
Um,
mark.
Henry over Achane. So Derrick Henry. Let's see who is Derrick Henry playing. Derrick Henry goes off against the Texans. I would say, yeah. I think that it's supposed to be a bad weather game for most of the games on the East Coast, so that would include Jets Dolphins. And we just can't trust how much Achan's going to actually play because they've been inching him along. So I would go with Derrick Henry. He's gaining power as the season's gone along, and he's in a Texans matchup that he usually destroys.
Yeah, I'm not benching Henry in the playoffs against Texas. That
I'm
feels
benching
too.
him. I'm benching him this week in Football Absurdity Experts League
Why?
because I'm on a bye, baby.
Nice job.
That was me backdooring shit talking. I
Did,
forgot to put all my players on the bench so that they could rest this week.
who won last year? You or Waleed?
I don't think I won last year. I think that was Waleed,
Okay.
which good for him. He needed it. I kept beating him up every year. Uh,
And you or Waleed has won every year but the first year.
yeah, let's go. This year I don't belong in the playoffs though, which is funny.
When you got by.
And I got a bye. So my points for is 1,693. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams with more points than me, and I have a bye. Suckers!
Wow.
Like Tony didn't make the playoffs, and he has more points than I do.
The second highest score didn't make the playoffs.
That's right.
I'm probably going to incorporate the Scott Fishbowl rule playoffs next year.
Playoffs.
Yeah, where win loss record disaffects by and everything else is points for.
Dang, what? No. Evan, no.
Well, you still have a bye this year under that
I
system.
know, but if you would do it, I would still have a bye. Okay, then I'm good. But the thing is that I think last year I snuck in with not enough points.
Whoa, we got a
And
bunch of questions.
all right, let's do this thing.
All right, we're gonna get a bunch of these. Tua versus the Jets or Flacco versus Chicago.
I don't like this question. I will tell you that I've made this decision twice in 2 leagues, and I'm going down with the ship. I'm going down with Tua. Can I go down with Tua though? You know what? I would say with no Tyreek Hill, I'm gonna go Joe Flacco probably. I think Tua drops down to.
I would also go Joe Flacco because Joe Flacco winning you in your fantasy playoffs in 2023 is funny.
Yeah, that would be very funny.
That's hilarious.
Like I'm trying to see if I can get some outside perspective on this from like a Dolphins fan on Twitter. Again, I have to do this in my stupid phone because my stupid Discord crashes every time. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm benching in my home league. I'm benching Tua.
There you have it, Flacco. All right,
Yeah,
sit one PPR. Jaden Reed, Hopkins, Debo Samuel, Raheem Mostert.
Sit one.
Yep.
Man, first of all, great roster. Good job this year getting a great roster. Um, so run those through again. So it's Debo.
It's not Debo. It's bench. It really is Debo, but like Jaden Reed, DeAndre Hopkins, Debo Samuel, Raheem Mostert.
Nuke, Reed, Mostert. Okay. Um, Jaden Reed is in. He's going up against a very banged up Tampa Bay. Debo is in, so it's between Nuke and Mostert. And Tennessee is playing who? I'm really sorry. Like I said,
Tennessee is
my
playing Houston.
bench Mostert, but it's a toss up between Nuke and Mostert.
All right, so bench Mostert, full PPR. Okay, Evans versus Green Bay or Smith versus Seattle.
Hmm. I would say Evans because we know that Evans is going to have his quarterback this week. DeVonta Smith could have Marcus Mariota because Jalen Hurts was downgraded today with the poops.
Yeah, Evans is like top 10 every week that there's not something weird going on.
Yeah, so I would roll with Evans.
It's for IBL playoffs. Well, good luck. Kick some butt and win that again, AK. You're the number one guy.
Let's go, AK. Oh, no, wait. I'm not benching Tua in my home league because that's right. The choice was between Tua or Desmond Ritter. Blah. I
Oh,
hate
God.
fantasy football.
Yeah.
I hate fantasy football so much.
This is a rough time.
I just need Alvin Kamara to get 600 fantasy points and then I'm good.
Would you start? Okay. Normal scoring. Sam Howell at the Rams, Jordan Love versus Tampa Bay, or Will Levis against Houston.
I would start Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Howell's been kind of not great lately. And I can't again. Tampa Bay was a great matchup before everybody got hurt, and now everybody's hurt. And like Devin White is a healthy scratch because of I'm guessing uh what word am I looking for? He was a bad boy. Um, what word am I looking for, Evan?
Uh,
No, not performance. Disciplinary. There it is. We got there. So I'm guessing that it's going to be a complete mess for the Buccaneers.
okay. I will tell my son to do that.
Do we have more questions? Any
Uh,
questions?
I will check in a second. While I'm hosting this, I'm also fragilely fielding advice from my family, who is just playing. My mom and my son are playing each other in the playoffs, and they're
Oh
both like,
boy.
and they have every player we've listed today. Every player, Olave, Hill, Tua, they're just freaking out.
Just tell them to go YOLO. Just start them all, even the injured guys.
Oh my God. Okay, back to
All
our
right.
chat.
Do I start Kyle Hamilton or Shaq Leonard?
Don't know.
My
Those are the IDP. And then we have another question from uh,
let's get it.
would you take a gamble with Geno versus Eagles or just stick with Kyler versus San Francisco?
Well, if you have Geno versus Eagles, you could go pick up Marcus Mariota. I'd rather roll. If I'm being honest, I would rather roll Kyler though. The Niners always have trouble with running quarterbacks. So I would rather go Kyler than rolling the dice with Jalen Hurts.
I
It's
kind of
not a good
agree.
week. It's a bad week. It's a very bad week. Like I said at the top of the stream, I wish this week happened like week 6 or 7.
I forgot
So
Hurts
we
is
could
out too. Damn.
yeah, well Hurts is probably out because he's pooping.
Oh, okay.
So
Godwin, PPR, Godwin or Beckham?
Beckham. I don't trust Godwin.
Yeah, I like Beckham. It's fun. It's a fun route.
Beckham's also been like good lately. In like three of his last four games, he's had double digit PPR points, or maybe four of the last five. I forget which. But he's been really good lately. He's I don't I want to say rounding back into form, but that's Odell Beckham's form is not what he's rounded back into. He's rounded into being a quality NFL wide receiver.
What is Kyron Williams in your first round next year? Top 12?
We talked about this on the podcast this week, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That was my question. I think he's in the back end of my first round next year, but he's not for Mike or Walker. He's a solid second round pick for Mike and Walker. And the thing is like I think I'm probably going to be higher on him than a lot of people, because I'm going to have him as like he's probably going to be a top 5 running back next year, because it's hard. The top 5 is a mess for next year, because if you look at the top 5 for this year, like Christian McCaffrey will repeat in the top 5, Austin Eckler won't, Derrick Henry won't, Nick Chubb won't, um, who else is in there? Saquon Barkley might. I don't even think he was a top 5 running back this year though. Um, but like if you look at like let me pull up Fantasy Pros 2023 ADP. It's been a real mess for running backs this year. I kind of feel like it's the we had this a few years ago with the changing of the guard at running back. But like so here's your top here's your first round running backs this year by ADP. And there's 11 of them, which doesn't make sense, but um Rhamondre, he could be a first rounder maybe. Travis Etienne, I think he's a top 5 guy. Najee Harris, no. Tony Pollard, no. Josh Jacobs, no. Derrick Henry, no. Nick Chubb, no. Bijan, maybe. Saquon, maybe. Austin Eckler, no. So I think there's room for him to sneak into the top 5. And I think if he's a top 5 running back, he's going to be a first round pick for me next year. Because if you look at like first round wide receivers, you're probably going to have Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Chase, three. Um, Sun God's probably going to end up in the first round.
AJ Brown.
I don't know if AJ Brown's going to end up in the first round.
I
He's going to
don't.
be I don't know if he's going to be, yeah. Oh, I'm stupid. Those weren't, I know why. I know why. I was like, there's like 11 or 12 first round running backs. That was position ADP. But like, I don't know who else has jumped up like that we can trust. Brandon Ayuk, but he's probably going to be on a different team next year. Michael Pittman, but he's not going to be a first rounder.
CeeDee Lamb.
Um, See, I listed CD Lamb,
Oh,
so
okay.
I think that yeah, Kyron is going to end up being a back end of the first round guy just out of default. They're giving him targets, which is something they haven't done with a running back since Todd Gurley. So that tells me that they see him as a difference maker in the passing game, no matter what we might think of him. Because they didn't give targets to Hendo, they didn't give targets to Cam Akers, they didn't give targets to Royce Freeman. But Evan, I'm going to need you to vamp for a couple minutes while I put on a blank screen because I have to go tinkle real quick.
Yes.
All right, I'll be
Good
right
talk.
back. All
Uh,
right, thanks.
the real question is who's number one at tight end? Is it Laporta? If so, does Laporta sneak into the top 12 in ADP? I obviously don't think Laporta should go in the first round, but I'm wondering what it is. Could it be Kittle? Could it be Hawkinson? Um, these are the guys that are far and away ahead of everybody else, 20 points ahead of everybody else in fantasy. Uh, 49ers RB method pre-CMC, take the cheapest guy. Yeah, that's why I do auction. Like that's why I've not really weighed in much besides to prompt Jeff with questions because I'm like, what is first round? What is that? Doesn't make sense. Andrews maybe tied in one. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Non PPR, who's better, Diggs or Aaron Jones? Do you mean today? Because if you're starting him for this week, I'm going with even in non PPR. I think I can't trust Jones. I don't know what they're doing there. Whereas I can trust Diggs. He's a great guy. Yeah. So by far, Diggs over Aaron Jones. Yeah, yeah, by far. Like, not even close. Not even close. Aaron Jones has to show me something at this point to let me know that he's not like just a convenient decoy. Yeah, sure. And then Jeff's going to come back after he pees Gray Wren, and I mean, it's not the shit show with me, it's the shit show with Crisco. So it'd be really funny if he comes in and says the complete opposite of what I say. But like, just for a second vote while we wait for Jeff, Stephon Diggs is ranked 12th overall. Oh wait, this is PPR flex. Let me just check this out with non-PPR because you said non-PPR, so I'll make it standard quote unquote. In standard, Diggs is ADP
Back.
is 23rd, and Aaron Jones is 67th. Non-AD. This was the question we got. Non-PPR.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs or Aaron Jones?
Stephon Diggs. We don't know
Yeah,
how healthy Aaron Jones really
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Um, so I would
And Gray Red says on non PPR, the fantasy app they're using, which they don't say, Diggs is projected for 10 points, but Jones is projected for 13 points. Yeah, Jones could get 13 points. He also could get two. Like,
Jones's predictions I've noticed have not accounted for his injury. So I would not do that. Like I hope Aaron Jones goes off. I love Aaron Jones. But I would not count on him in my fantasy playoffs this week.
yeah, not for fantasy playoffs until he shows me something that's not garbage.
When you were when I was getting up to go tinkle, you were mentioning Sam Laporta. Sam
Yeah,
Laporta is joining the near elite ranks for me next year.
we were debating
He's
the who's number one overall in fantasy tight ends, and it was a spirited debate. Right now, there's
I
four
want
tight ends that have 20 more fantasy points than anybody else.
That's the problem with tight ends this year is that for a long time you could just say Travis Kelce and punt on it, and then when I do projections next year, it'll probably be Travis Kelce just because of what his target share is going to be in that offense. But he hasn't been as effective this year. You know, some are calling Taylor Swift the new Yoko Ono. No, I'm just kidding. Um, he's getting up there. He's gonna be like 34 next year. I think he's still elite, but you know, if but all the elite guys have question marks. Mark Andrews got
Yep.
hurt this year. Sam Laporta is going to be a second year guy. George Kittle is wildly inconsistent. And then TJ Hawkins. I mean, if you're playing it safe, I would not besmirch somebody putting TJ Hawkinson as their number one tight end next year. I think that it's kind of silly, but I get that Hawkinson just kind of all he does is produce.
Jake
You know,
Ferguson is the number 7 overall tight end. Jake Ferguson has had 3 games over 10 fantasy points with a high of 15.
yeah. Well, that's something that we've talked about on the podcast this year too, which is the above blob players. That list has gotten a lot longer this year because you've got those four I just mentioned, plus Ferguson, who you mentioned, plus Evan Ingram, plus oh, there's one more. David Njoku is above the blob. I think where it starts to get interesting is like Dalton Kincaid next year. Like Dalton Kincaid, we've seen what he can do. Um, Dalton Schultz, does he stay with Houston and continue to have that role? Because he's just on a 1 year deal, if I'm remembering correctly. Taysom Hill, like Taysom Hill is above. We've determined he's above the blob at tight end. So where the blob starts is getting pushed further and further down, and it might be a situation where you actually don't want to dive into the blob anymore because you're looking at guys that their ceiling is like reasonably on the season, like tight end 10.
And
Um,
that's a place which will manifest advantages in both auction and draft, but far more in auction. Because
oh yeah,
whereas people will get into bidding wars for Kittle and Hawkinson and Mark Andrews, it's really easy to pass on Jake Ferguson. It's really easy to pass on Njoku for a couple bucks, you know? So,
yeah, and I mean that was my move this year in salary cap drafts that I was doing was I didn't get it in our league, but I was trying to get Mark Andrews because Mark Andrews I saw as being very close to Travis Kelce, which until he got hurt was kind of what was happening. Um, at half the price. Like literally half the price. It was like AAV was like $50 for Kelce and like 26 for Mark Andrews. So that was my move. But yeah, I mean, you can create a lot of value by digging into these just above the blob guys. Like I think Evan Ingram's probably, if I had to guess, Evan Ingram's gonna be like $4 next year for a guy that's gonna be must start. Am
Yahoo
I
is yeah okay. Yahoo is show. Wow. Okay, everything's fine. Yahoo's reporting is off. It's showing you
okay?
off camera, us with zero viewers, which is impossible. I have the show up on my phone, and it's totally fine. Like that's
Hmm.
interesting.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
now it's back. I refreshed it. Okay, that was confusing because I was seeing
we are
something.
so back.
Yahoo was telling me I was seeing something that I wasn't seeing, and it was, or sorry, YouTube was telling me I was
I
seeing
was
something.
wondering what Yahoo was
Yeah,
doing.
sorry, I got fantasy football in the brain for some reason.
Yeah, for
YouTube
some
was
reason.
telling me something that telling me YouTube was saying, "Hey, you're seeing this," and I'm like, I'm literally not seeing that. I don't know
I'm
what you're.
literally not. Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. Good
Should we
Lord.
play? Should we play? Do we have any more questions? Should we play
Ah,
another round of what's on Jeff's desk?
let's play another round of us on Jeff's desk because YouTube, I think needs a second to find itself. It's
Okay, so
like it literally says, I wish I could share my screen. It says concurrent viewers two, and then a little below it, it says concurrent viewers zero. Like
hmm,
it's yeah, the
that
video is
can't be
good.
right.
Oh yeah, perfect time for what's on Jeff's desk.
All right, so what's on Jeff's desk? I was cleaning out a backpack that I had, and it had a bunch of sports cards in it. I don't know why or where it came from. So, what this is I went to a Giants game 2 years ago, I believe, and oh shoot, I almost dropped it. And I have a pack. These are all various Giants cards from throughout the years, so it's actually kind of cool. Like I've got here Donruss 91, Ernest Riles. That's kind of cool. Noah Lowry, shout out Noah Lowry. Trying to find there was a good one in here that I saw. Oh, here we go. Manager Roger Craig. He's like 9,000 years old. This is from 1989. This was in the wax era where they
Ma-
were just like printing cards like crazy.
Manager Roger Craig.
Yeah, manager Roger Craig. Edgardo Alfonso, Kyle Crick, Candy Maldonado.
I don't know what sport you're talking about.
Baseball.
Okay.
This is kind of cool. I liked this one. So this is a 1987 Sport Flicks. It has those it's not showing up on oh there we go. Where you move it and it has different motions. So it has two shots of his swing and then his face shot for Mike Aldretti. I thought that was kind of cool. Uh baseball, baseball, baseball. Yeah, these are all baseball cards. I don't know. I briefly got sort of into baseball or to cards for a little bit, and then I stopped. Because it is a waste of money. Let's
I
see. I've got
briefly got
I've
into
got football.
basketball cards, made in a big way in 1991. 1991 was where the first draft pick was like Larry Johnson. The second pick was like Dikembe Mutombo, and I was like, huh, this sucks. These guys suck.
Yeah,
What's going
here
on?
we go. The card that I have protected because I've promised it to Walker. Whenever I meet Walker in person, Walker is getting the Amon-Ra St. Brown rookie scorecard. I have it protected and I have it promised to Walker.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's another round of what's on Jeff's desk. We can also check out, let's see, what's under Jeff's desk. Because I have a bookshelf down here. We've got 3 out of the 4 books in the Earthsea cycle. I don't know where the actual Wizard of Earthsea went. 3 out of the 4 books. We've got Quantum Leap on Blu-ray, the whole series. Oh, this needs to go downstairs. I didn't even remember that I owned this on Blu-ray. Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't remember buying that.
The Falcons and Panthers game has only sold 5,200 tickets.
I believe that. Both those teams suck and it's supposed to be bad weather. I saw a thing that you can buy a ticket for 50 cents.
Oh, nice. We're finding $3 listed. Damn those resale markups.
All right, Zachy has proposed me a trade.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do this. I send Jalen Hurts, I get Kareem Hunt and Kyler Murray. I know what Zachy's doing. Zacky's trying to tempt me with a 1 week matchup thing because Jalen Hurts might not play. But what he didn't realize was that Kyler Murray is playing the 49ers, so I will not be making that trade, Zacky. I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see it, even though I blasted it out to everybody that I did see it.
Hey, Deku.
What's up, Deku? I can't see questions, just so everybody knows.
Fall. Oh, well, that's good. It's better TV when I get too cold. Uh, Full PPR, Spears or Kincaid?
Mm, I don't trust what they're doing with Tyjae Spears, so I will go Kincaid in what should be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I like Kincaid. And that's a shootout.
Oh my God. Debo Samuel's line on Sleeper is 14.5 rush yards.
That seems low.
Yeah, I'm going the over on that. Let's see. I'm going to build a ticket right now. Rashad White against Green Bay. Anytime TD. 21 receiving yards. I'm going over that. Zach Wilson. 13.5 rush yards. Should I go under? Oh, here we go. Tommy DeVito. Let's see where we're sitting with Tommy DeVito. 216 pass press rush yards. I'm going under that. I'm just going full vibes, baby. No research, just vibes. And David Njoku over 42.5 receiving yards. Actually, no, F that. I'm going Jordan Love over 18.5 fantasy points. Okay, there we go. My ticket is Debo Samuel over 14.5 rush yards. Rashad White over 21.5 receiving yards. Tommy DeVito under 215.5 pass press rush yards. And Jordan Love over 18.5 fantasy points. I'm putting down a whole freaking dollar. Let's go.
And we have another question. Spears or McKinnon, full PPR.
Well, you're talking two backups. I would probably go McKinnon over Spears. Because it's going to be him and CEH splitting time with no Pacheco.
I think, doesn't McKinnon catch more passes than Spears?
Yeah, McKinnon catches a bunch of passes.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Spears has 39 receptions on the season, and McKinnon has 22, but I'd like to see the last few games. Let's see the last few games here. Let's just do weeks 12 through 14. Oh, you just give me fantasy points. Oh, well. Okay. Yeah. So McKinnon. Yup.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Who else is asking stuff? Oops, I can't look at the Discord in the stream. You have a nice watch of the weekend, Minnie. You do too. Let's see. Did I call Minnie Deku? I did.
Geez,
Sorry.
start the stream over.
Sorry. My bad. I get those people mixed up all the time. And by those people, I mean people from the UK. All right. So
Boy, blimey.
let's see here. Antonio Gibson or Zay Flowers, half PPR. Gibson.
Yeah,
What?
easy.
What?
There's going to be no Brian Robinson in this game. Gibson's going to have a whole bunch of touches. Whole lot of touches going
Yeah,
on.
and the Rams are like not good at stopping anything. Hooray. Well, the one thing about the Saturday games is they made it so we weren't fielding that many panic calls about wide receivers who really suck versus wide receivers that also really suck.
Just some.
Good
Just some
Lord.
of those questions.
At least my mom and my son are playing each other, so they're both just like hobbled. At least
They're hobbled.
one of them gets to
They're
win, like that stupid week.
they're
Oh,
hobbled together.
oh, and it's gonna be my mom. She started to Chandler.
Oh boy. She's going to win.
Yeah.
All right. So I've made 4 tickets. I have my mega ticket, and then I have 3 other tickets. James Cook over 50.5 rushing yards. Kyler Murray over 1 pick. Desmond Ritter under 1 passing touchdown. That one feels iffy, but whatever. Uh, it's the Panthers. They have a good pass defense. I got over over a touchdown for or over half a touchdown for Isaiah Likely. Over 27.5 receiving yards for Christian McCaffrey. That feels like a gimme. Over 25.5 receiving yards for Gibson, over below 4.5 receptions for Dalton Kincaid, and over 15.5 rushing yards with Jerick McKinnon. That also feels like a gimme. So let's see. I could lose $4 or I could win like $24. Let's go, baby.
Okay, we
I
have
have
another question.
I have a system. It's not a problem. I have a system.
Uh, oh, this is a new one. I think this is PPR. Correct me if I'm wrong, Anthony. Uh, Gallup or A.T. Perry?
Why do people do this to me? Let me see. Let me see what AT. I know AT Perry has been the hype versus production has been out of control. Let's see what AT Perry PFR. Let's see. AT Perry had 1 target last week. Bet. Let's see. Michael Gallup. I'm probably gonna go with Michael Gallup in this one. Uh, yeah, I knew it. It's because he had a touchdown last week. I would say
Two touchdowns.
Michael Gallup had 2 touchdowns last week.
I think so.
No, he had 1. I'm looking at it right now.
My
It's
bad.
right here on my screen
You're
as
right.
well as ooh. Can we get sponsorship money if I show this ad? Look, it's a car. Buy cars. It's Honda. Um, I would let's go AT Perry. No Chris Olave. Let's go AT Perry. F it.
Oh,
Just
really?
don't watch that game because Derek Carr is a freaking bum. I think the only reason we're getting these questions is because Michael Gallup scored that touchdown last week, but he's been very up and down this
The
year.
previous 2 weeks, he had one catch combined.
Exactly. Oh, executive producer's back. Hey, Zoe.
Who else? I must admit, I did not know A.T. Perry was a person until that question.
AC Perry is an interesting prospect. Let me see. Let me see if I can find who I comped him to. Get your claw out of me. Because even if I don't put it out there, I do comp most rookies. So let's see. A.T. Perry was DJ Chark. I comped him to DJ Chark.
Huh.
So he's an interesting prospect. DJ Chark, parentheses, derogatory. He was my wide receiver 12 in this draft class. Although Jaden Reed was 17, so who knows? Who knows if I know shit? Darius Davis was my number 25. He was the last one that I watched. Oh no, wait, this isn't my ranks. That's ESPN ranks. Hold on. Hold on. Please hold. He was my wide receiver 12. Okay. My here's my top 5 from this draft class. JSN, Jordan Addison, Quentin Johnston with an asterisk. Because I said he could be 3 or he could be 10. And he's looking more like 10. Zay Flowers, Rashee Rice, Josh Downs, Xavier Hutchinson, Cedric Tillman, Tyler Scott, and Marvin Mims round out my top 10. I comped Jaden Reed to Mecole Hardman, Jalen Hylett to Danny Gray. Sam Laporta was actually my tight end 3 in this class, which is very interesting. But I comped him to Delaney Walker because he's a short king for tight ends. Yeah. What is going on behind me? Oh, my cat's behind the blinds. Okay. Everybody can see her. Zoe, what are you doing? All right. Do we have any more questions, Evan?
No.
All right.
Banner day for the sit show
Banner
return.
Day.
Uh,
Bruce Banner Day.
so I guess what I'm learning is we gotta do Saturday mornings if they have three fucking games.
Yeah, so the 1 week a year they have 3 games. We got to do a Saturday morning.
Good Lord.
Or so, but for our British viewers, that's what, like Wednesday afternoon?
Yes, exactly.
Something like that.
Boy,
Damn. Something awful TFF chat thread going off saying that steak is overrated.
the fuck.
Onions are bad.
Well,
What is going on?
these are the guys who posted that one steak recipe on the Super Bowl. That one steak picture, and
For one steak?
yeah, it looked awful. You
The
remember that?
Yeah, the Manus steak.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they might not be cooking it right.
Well, everybody's making fun of that guy because that, and then Manus had a complete breakdown, a Manus episode, some might call it. Was it
Wow.
Manus who did it? I think it was
It
Manus.
rings
Yeah,
a bell, yeah.
yeah. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
That's
Have you?
interesting.
I've been playing the show.
Oh, featuring Thursday Night Football play-by-play announcer Eric Bra. He's the
That's
announcer
right.
on the show. Yeah.
And I've been playing Road to the Show because I finished set 5 basically.
I've been
So,
playing this new game that I'm really excited about called Slay the Spire.
ooh, I've been
Hour
playing.
or hour 7,000 is as good as hour one.
So good and bad because you're like, what is this? Why am I? Why did you give me this? What are
It's
you doing to me?
it's better for my health than crack, so I'll take it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've got it. So it's on my phone now.
Slay the Spire.
Yeah.
Twice this week, my sons and I made decks. Like just yesterday, I realized that metamorphosis generate three at random attack cards and shuffle them into your deck. They cost
Yeah.
zero. I just yesterday realized they cost zero for the entire combat.
Oh.
And so it's because I got the choice on floor one from Niao, and I was like, okay, I'm taking this now, and I'm gonna try to make it work. And I beat the heart,
Yeah. Well, if
and it
you
played a
get,
major part. It played a major part because I just kept recurring cards that cost zero, and I'm like, what the? Okay, so hour 7,000, I'm still finding new ways to enjoy that game.
oh, it sounds like Slay the Spire.
Yeah, I'm also
I'm.
playing Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, that just popped up on Game Pass.
That's why. That's why. My sons and
Yeah.
I check it every week and try games.
Far Cry 6 just popped up.
Yeah, I can't. This I always have to play games that I can play with my sons.
That's true.
And I can
I
shoot a dude with
guess.
I can shoot a dude with a bow in the head, but I can't shoot a dude with a semi in the head in front of my sons.
I guess that's fair. Well, he's got to learn.
And there's never any plots to Tomb Raider, plot issues, because when you're alone in a tomb, you can't have sex and you can't do
Oh, yeah,
violent
that's
stuff and
true.
you can't do drugs and like so it's always a safe bet to play a Tomb Raider blind.
You're just in a tomb
Yeah,
doing tomb stuff.
yeah. There's just 6,000 dead bodies, which is cool when you're 11 years old. That's
Hey,
right. My
man,
sons are 11 years old now. I have to get used to saying
Jesus. What happened, man?
I thought they would stay 10 forever. I was praying for it.
The passage of time, it's relentless, it turns out.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm just playing Slay the Spire.
So I kind of stepped on your road to the show story anecdote.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, I hit her, doing actual road to the show stuff, and it's a fun game, it turns out. It's still fun. I got the first the show because I was like, you can play as like a guy. It was like the first baseball version of that, where you could take control of one player. But what I
I
was
do like making the weirdest looking player and then having him crush butt for like the New Mexico Isotopes or whatever.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is the face scan is scary accurate, dude.
Huh.
The face, if you do the face scan, it's horrifying because it looks just like you. Like, let me see if I can pull up. Uh, if I have any screenshots of me. Oh, I do. Hold on. Let me pull up my Xbox app so I can show. If I can put it side by side. The face scan is horrifyingly accurate. Get out of here. I don't want to claim my rewards. I want to look at pictures.
Oh yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider says, "Hey, you unlocked a pack of cards," and I'm like, get. I almost turned it off.
A
Stop.
pack of.
Yeah, you've unlocked a pack of cards. Go to the home screen, and I'm like, what? I don't know what this microtransaction scheme is, but get it out of here, man. I just want to raid tombs, like literally one thing. It's all you have to do. Just give me
I just want to
tombstone.
raid tombs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of blurry, but face scan is scarily accurate.
Okay, I want to see this.
Oh wait, hold on. It zoomed out. Hold on. Let me. Here we go. Here's me getting yoked.
That's pretty.
Creepily accurate,
That's pretty
right?
good. Yeah.
That's
Uh,
scary.
does your guy wear glasses?
He wears sunglasses.
Okay. Full
'Cause
PPR. Hollywood Brown or Chris Godwin?
Hollywood Brown. Niners, like I said earlier in the stream, Niners are resting a lot of guys because they got banged up last week and they're playing the Ravens next week, so they figure they can beat the Cardinals without him. So I would go Hollywood. Also, because the Niners can get beat over the top, and that's what Hollywood will run.
Okay. That's good stuff. And a bunch of people just popped into the chat. So I expect a flurry of, oh shit, I'm actually in the playoffs in the work league where I never set my lineup. What'll I do? All my
Sorry,
guys
guys.
are injured.
This is a Slay the Spire account now. Sorry.
Yeah. We're now dedicated to watching Baylor Lord. Baylor Lord did a thing where he made it so he had to win 8 Act 20 Heart Run with two of every card, and it was prime entertainment. Where he's like, when it got down to like 30 or so cards and the shittiest cards in the game, and he's like, okay, I gotta win with like heel hook today, not just one but two. How am I gonna do this? Like it was amazing watching him just make up, and he did it. He did it with every card twice, two of every card, and every time you're like, you can't win with that, and he'd cook up some mad scientist BS and win, and you're like, good lord, this was great content. Good job.
Because he's a monster.
Yeah. It turns out it's next to impossible to get two copies of Clumsy into your deck. Like,
Really?
yeah, like that, like the last week of the challenge, last 2 weeks of the challenge, was just him playing Act One and then restarting it, hoping to get Cursed Key over and over and over again because he only had Clumsy left. Yeah,
Oh
so
man.
that part wasn't as
Good.
entertaining.
Him restarting over and over
Yeah,
again, trying to get Cursed Key.
yeah.
Yeah, I bet that wasn't all that entertaining.
But like he had to win two copies of Transmogrification or whatever, where it says costs X and you put X random colors cards in your hand. That was one of the
Oh,
last five because he's like, this card sucks, and now I have two of them, and you
that-
can't play both of them on the same turn. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this.
yeah, that's got to be a chaos
It was really
move.
fun watching him be like, how the hell do I do this? And then doing it because he's Beta Lord and he's the best in the game and has the best speaking voice. He doesn't mumble like everybody else does.
He's very well, yeah, because most guys, you watch him play, um, you watch them play and they just kind of, well, I can do this,
Yeah.
and then bail. That's why I don't watch a lot of Slay the Spire streams
I only
because,
watch Beta Lord.
yeah,
Everything else,
he's
too
the
much mumbling and too much incoherence. And
mumbling and incoherence. Who are they?
and
Me?
and two of the top three guys have very, very thick accents. They're non-native English speakers, and it's difficult to hear and be like, did he say transmogrification or did he say an entire sentence of words? I can't tell what he said.
It's very difficult.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me just check because I have no. I'm glad. I kind of glad I didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, I'm totally glad I didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, I didn't want to make the playoffs anyway, because it's allowed me to like run massive triage on my mom versus my son's playoff match.
You don't have to worry about it. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here scrolling through all my leagues, panicking.
Yeah, I'm going Jordan Love over Tua. Let's do this. Good Lord, my mom's gonna kick the crap out of my son. She had Zach Moss, Chandler, Hawkinson, Boyd, Myers. Nothing spectacular, but having 72 points and half your team still to go in the chaos league, where she has Josh Jacobs, Tyreek Hill, and Chris Olave. So, considering that, yeah, you'll take 100 points and
Yeah, I would.
and
I would
another
say
week to
so.
live. Yeah. What does my son
Ugh.
have? My son has just JuJu Smith-Schuster. Oh, and he has Tua. So indirectly, but my mom has Tyreek, so they both took it down. My son might pull this off.
Do it.
That would be cool. And let's
I'm
see
just
here. Do they have any Monday? Nobody has any Monday players, so and they have hella Ravens because they're Ravens fans. So tonight could be an epic showdown.
tonight. I'm
Hooray!
gonna have myself a real good time.
That would be spectacular. Oh, and while
All
I'm
right.
doing that, I'm not monitoring the chat, but it's okay.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Plot twist.
Oh shit!
Um, the guy in my home league that I'm going up against has Jalen Hurts. So time to pick up Marcus Mariota to block because he probably did not check that Marcus Mariota was out. So I'm gonna drop Rondale Moore. No, I'm gonna drop yeah, Rondale Moore. Get out of here, bum. Mm. He dropped. He's gone. And I picked up Marcus Mariota. That's right. That's right, Sam. That's what you get for not paying attention.
What is
All right.
Broncos? When did Jalen Hurts become? Jalen Hurts just woke up sick, right?
He's got the poops, and then he didn't fly with the team. I assume that all illnesses are the runs. Just
Yeah,
FYI. I
it's
don't know.
fair.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. I
can only
assume
get
it's
you can
always
only get hit so much before its poop gets squeezed out.
yeah, right? That's the Lamar Jackson theory.
Yep. Wow.
So yeah. So if Jalen Hurts plays and plays well, then I might win in Big Dynasty Drix. But if he doesn't play, I might win in my home league. So it's a real catch-22.
Are the Eagles on a two-game losing streak?
Mm-hmm.
So there could be a three-game losing streak.
Yeah, because the 49ers broke their brains.
Huh. Wow, they got the shit kicked out of them 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, I can put backgrounds? Oh, I can only do it with Nitro. Boo. I always put a special background in when we're recording the podcast.
I didn't know I could put backgrounds in.
You have to have Nitro.
Nitro's too expensive.
I know. What is this, Twitter X? Or Twitter Blue or whatever it's called?
It allows me to do Nitro.
Dang.
I may have Nitro though. I don't know. They may have just given me Nitro.
Yeah, we should have got Nitro. Oh no, that was Twitch. I was like, we should have got Nitro through our partnership. That was Twitch.
Yeah, we should have a partnership with Discord.
Oh, did you hear that Twitch allows nudity now? Artful nudity. So I
Yes.
think I know. I think I know how we can get the stream numbers up on Farsball.
They announced it the morning of Tony's bachelor party stream. I was like, should I
Artful
just
nu-
should I just not say that they allow it now and then just surprise everybody with like some naked people and be like,
It's artful.
all right, Corn G 007, pick two half PPR, OBJ, Lockett, Jaden Reed.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna lock in OBJ. I think I'm gonna go. Seahawks are playing. Who are the Seahawks playing? Oh man, I don't have any of my. I feel like I'm flying blind because I don't have all my reference points up because it kept crashing
Yeah,
Discord.
this is a cursed week.
Uh, uh, Packers, Buccaneers, Ravens, Jags, and then who was the third? Who am I trying to figure out who they're playing?
Reed versus Tampa Bay.
Reed versus Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Say the names again. Reed versus Tampa Bay. OBJ versus the Jaguars, and then the
Lockett
third one.
versus Eagles.
Lockett versus Eagles. That was the one. Because we don't know if it's going to be Geno or Drew Lock, I would bench Tyler Lockett out of those three because OBJ's been on fire. The Jags pass defense is terrible, and the Buccaneers are absolutely blown apart on their defense. So I think that Reed should have a touchdown.
When is that Seattle game?
It's Monday, that's why I couldn't find it.
Oh yeah, it's bench Lockett.
Yeah, not Lockett.
OBJ and Reed are consistent enough where I'll take the points over the risk.
Yeah, it's not like Lockett or Dontayvion Wicks or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, be happy that you have decent pivots. Let's see. Are the Jets going to beat the Dolphins today? To get Aaron Rodgers back in the game.
That would be really funny. Yeah,
Now
go pick up Aaron Rodgers in your super flex leagues. Why not?
Now I'm really rooting for it.
Yeah, let's give him more attention. That's what he doesn't have enough of.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Just wants to have a friend. Let's see.
Hey, Evan, I have a question for you. It's not fantasy football related. Might you know what a fragrant brew used in traditional medicine is? Saturday crosswords kicking my butt.
Brew.
Fragrant brew used in traditional medicine.
Okay, so what are some liquids that smell like perfumes?
Okay. Well, okay.
Okay, Oh. Okay. I looked up the answer. I'm okay. I looked up the answer.
Don't tell me the answer.
Of course I won't. Of course I won't.
Third letter from the end is a T, so I'm guessing that it's some sort of T. TEA. And then that will get me. Let's see. That's super. That's nope. Savory pies. All right. All right. So we're down to doing crosswords, and it's 9:57. So I say let's roll.
Good luck, everybody. Thanks, Jeff.